Welcome to Mizuno Ballpark with this game between the Kaiapoi Queens and the PCU Angels. Leading off for the Queens, we've got number 1, Kenzie McDowell. And a hit down third baseline for Kenzie. Just catching the footwork off there for a good throw, but that allows on an overthrow Kenzie over to second base. And now into the batter's box for the Queens. We have Lauren Sutherland. A defensive lineup here for the PCU Angels. On pitching mound we've got Trinity Mackley, and behind the dish we've got Manaia Makere. Over at first base we have Lily Simcott, second base Joe Church, third base Tessa Matuatini, shortstop we've got Stella Jorgensen, out at left field we've got Caitlin, and a bunt play there, picked up nicely there by first baseman Lily Simcott to get the out at first, but advancing the runner around to third. Finishing off a defensive lineup. Out at centre field we've got Sammy Fawcett-Kay, and at right field we've got Kaiaratu. So now we've got runner on third with one out. Apologies guys, I'll get and the bunt play into the gap there. Just finding the gap on that one and scoring the RBI where Lindsay Thomas makes her way down to first. So the Queens are on the board. Now onto the batter's box for the Queens we have Layla McDowell.
Who's the runs go? Who's the runs go?
And strike one.
You put your runs up.
A foul ball there by McDowell. Take the count out to 1 strike. And ball down low. And count of 1-1. And sends that one over the back net, takes count out to 2 strikes. 1 ball. A nice pitch on the inside, fouled off again down towards first base. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Do we get in there? One down.
And another one on the inside, fouled off again down left field by Layla McDowell. Just looking to get a ball in now. Layla's doing a good job of fouling them all off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another foul ball there, back into the net. An outside pitch this time to try and capture foul ball again. Batting practice in here for Layla. Thomas still over on one. We've got one down. Another hard foul ball down third baseline by Layla McDowell. Count remains 2-2. And Tom's trying to keep the PCU girls on their toes. Back to one though. We've got full count on the batter. This time she gets a hold of it, sends it out to left fielder Davidson, who's under that, takes it nicely and sends the ball in quickly. Runner remains at one. And we've got two down.
Who clear this?
Oh, it's cheap play. In the batter's box now for the Queens, we've got Ariana O'Connell. And fouls that one back. O'Connell's been having a great season so far. Very strong with the bat. Good job getting up there by Markery behind the plate.
Middle of the ball for us here. Come on out.
And the stolen base down to two. Ball just getting away from shortstop Jorgensen. Two balls, one strike. Another foul ball back by O'Connell. Takes the count out to 2-2. Both these teams having a double header today. The Angels just took on SK over on Diamond 2. And those that would have seen the last game on the live stream, Kaiapoi took on Papanui. And this time O'Connell sends it down, ground ball down to third baser Matuatini, who gets the routine out at one. And will bring her team in to have a bat in the bottom of the first innings, with the Kaiapoi Queens getting on the board 1-0. Introducing the defensive lineup for the Kaiapoi Queens. On pitching mound we've got Mackenzie Bailey McDowell, and behind the dish we've got Lindsay Thomas. Over at first base we have Rome Collins Cross. At second base we have Sophie Johns. Third base we've got Layla McDowell. Shortstop we've got Tegan Maxted. Out at left field we've got Boo Quinn. At centre field we've got Lauren Sutherland, and finishing off the defensive lineup for the Kaiapoi Queens. Over in right field we've got Oriana O'Connell. Leading off for the PCU Angels we've got Sammy Fawcett-Kay. A nice pitch on the outside of the plate there to take it out for one strike. And puts down a bunt straight down to the pitcher, who makes the play, but Fawcett-Kay betting the throw on that one. So a runner on one into the batter's box now for the PCU Angels. We've got number one. Sorry, can't read her number. It is number one, Stella Jorgensen. Shortstop for the PCU Angels. A nice pitch on the outside there by McDowell. Take the count to one strike. And looking short, pushing that one. Just deflecting off and getting a play at second base for the force out. But Jorgensen making her way down to first. So we've still got a runner on one, but we've got one down now. In the batter's box now for the PCU Angels, we've got number two, Kairatu. Pitch on the outside for strike one. And a foul ball down third baseline takes the count out to two strikes. And on the outside again, it's hit down first baseline, taken there by Collins Cross to get the out. Advances a runner over to two. So with two down. In the batter's box now for the Angels, we've got number 26, Manaia Makari. Timeout called by Kaiapoi.
Thank you.
A drop ball. Go out to stroke one. High outside, we've got 1 and 1. And a beautiful hit there, right in the centre of the bat by Makari, over the head of Quinn out in left field. That'll score Jorgensen as she rounds down to third base and slides into the plate, safe under the tag. It's a beautiful three-bagger there by Makari to draw back that run for her team. And temporary runner coming on for Makari for the 2-down catcher. Into the batter's box now for the Angels. We've got third baseman Tessa Matuatini. And Matuatini going with that pitch nicely. She really adjusts to the pitch, doesn't work against it on the outside, hitting it out to right field. Didn't see much of their last game, but one thing I did see was Matuatini getting hold of that ball. She's having a great season with the bat. Two balls, one strike. She'll really want to reward Makari for her hit to be able to bring that run in. And a good high hop over the top of the pitcher and up the centre of the field to pick up a single and the RBI. And we've got DR, number 14, Caitlin Henderson, in to run for Matuatini. Henderson, one of the young girls just named yesterday in developing Sox squad, just 14 years of age. And in the batter's box here we've got Joe Church. Oh, just getting away from catcher. No advancement on the base. And Henderson takes off down to second base, slides under the tag. Nice work there by the youngster. We've got 3 balls on Church. And on the inside, Church picks up the base on balls. So we've got runners on 1 and 2. Got 2 down. And into the batter's box now for the PCU Angels. We've got number 25, Nissi Dysart. And takes the pitch for strike one. Dysart not long out of surgery on her ankle, which is great to see her back out here. And ball on the inside. We've got 1-1. And a hard hit down third base line, taken nicely on the force play by Layla McDowell, which will bring her team in to the top of the second innings. The PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 2-1. Leading off for the Kaiapoi Queens, we have shortstop Tegan Maxhead. Great to see Tegan out here. Not always playing for the Queens, but coming in when they need her. Such a strong player to be able to pull on.
No, not really. It's only 1-1, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it's 2-1. Oh, it's 2.
Two balls, one strike. And goes nicely with that pitch, and it gets away from the front of the glove of first baseman Simcoe on a hard bounce. And a nice single there for Tegan. It'll bring into the batter's box now for the Queens. Number 23, Boo Quinn.
Right.
And Quinn just looking,
It's on now.
put that bunt down, pulling back. And we got strike one.
Yeah, scoring. That's it.
And the bunt goes down this time, down third baseline. It's a nice looking bunt. And a nice play there by Matuatini to work in with second baseman Joe Church. But Quinn does the job and advances Maxted over to second base. Nice sack bunt. So we've got one down. Runner on two. And into the batter's box now for the Queens. We've got Caitlin Kennett. Nice lead strike there by Mackley. And Kennett having a good go at that one, fouling it off into the back net. Takes the count out to 2 strikes. CK definitely a good hard hitter of the ball. Has the goods to be able to bring this runner from 2 home. One ball, 2 strikes. Gets a hold of this one and it's going shallow into right field, but tracked nicely there by Kaiapoi to take the out. That's the second out. So we have 2 down, runner on 2, and into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens, number 13, first baseman, Rome Collins Cross. Another player it's nice to see coming back onto the diamond this season, into the Premier grade, and nicely picked up there on the bounce to Matuatini at third base and makes the out over at first base. Takes us into the bottom of the second innings. The PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 2 runs to 1. In the batter's box, leading off for the PCU Angels, we've got Caitlin Davidson. And big swing on their outside pitch, takes count out to 1 strike. Really eager in that batter's box, fouls that one off. Takes the count out to 2 strikes. Yeah, not tempted by that one on the outside of the plate. We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a hard hit through second base there by Davidson. She's rounding 2-2. And nice stand-up double there by Caitlin to get her team underway. And a batter's box now for the Angels. We've got Lee Simcock. And looking to put down the bunt, just pulling it back over the top of the ball. Got 2 strikes. And on the outside there for the second ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And takes that one down first base with her. It's a nice play there by Simcock to sacrifice herself and push Davidson round to 3. Now into the batter's box for the PCU Angels. We've got lead-off hitter Sammy Fawcett. A nice pitch on the outside of the plate there by McDowell for strike 1. And a nice bunt down there by Fawcett. No play made on any of the runners on that one. Just catch Thomas waiting to see, had a lot of spin on it. She was waiting to see whether that one would go out, but it just sat on the one spot. And timeout called. 1 and 3 situation. And a batter's box now for the PCU Angels. We've got shortstop Stella Jorgensen. And strike 1. And Jorgensen sits it straight up the middle. The force play taken out at 2, but RBI picked up with Davidson crossing home plate and Jorgensen beating that throw out, attempting at the double there. So nice job there by Jorgensen.
Down to 2 overs, 3-2, right?
3-1. And a routine out there, ground ball to second baseman to get the third out, and that'll take us into the top of the third innings. And the PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 3 runs to 1. So we're into the top of the third innings here, and leading off for the Kaiapoi Queens we've got Mackenzie Bailey McDowell. That's lead strike. And looking to put down a bunt, just going over top of the ball. Takes the counting out to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Young Kenzie's having a great season with her pitching. Just a youngster, just 15 years of age. Pitching in this Premier grade and one of the standouts in the grade too. And nice batting in here by McDowell. We've got a full count.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets a hold of that one, a nice hard hit down just out of the glove of the second baseman. Nice attempt there by Joe Church to try and dive at that one, but that good hard hit getting away from her. So runner on 1, no outs, and into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. We've got Lauren Sutherland. And that one just got on the handles for Sutherland, and nicely taken there by Matuatini to get the double on the runner at 1. So at 2 down. And it brings into the batter's box now, number 32, Lindsay Thomas.
They shifted last week, eh? Almost paid for it.
Lindsay being one of the top of the stats. That one, there's a nice pitch there by Mackley. That's 2 batters she got up on the handles of the bat, and a nice out there taken by shortstop Stella Jorgensen. It's going to take us into the bottom of the 3rd innings. The PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 3 runs to 1. Leading off for the PCU Angels, we've got number 26, catcher, Manaia Marketing. Marketing had a beautiful hit to left field, over the head of left fielder in her last at bat, really got it in the middle of the bat. Just having an outstanding season with the bat. Leading on the stats for the Angels, leading on the stats for the whole of the competition in RBIs. Got 2 balls. A nice patient batting in there by the power hitter. Got 3 balls. And time's back in at 3 balls. And a nice comeback pitch there by McDowell. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that one getting away. Nicely caught there by Thomas. But Marketing making her way down to first base on balls. And DR Caitlin Henderson coming in for Marketing. And into the batter's box now for the PCU Angels. Number 12, third baseman, Tessa Matuatini. And Matuatini hits that one out to left field. And Henderson making her way round to third. And great running there by Matuatini over to second base. Nice double there. So runners on 2 and 3. No outs. And into the batter's box now for the PCU Angels. Second baseman, number 5, Joe Church. Got 2 balls. Church just getting the call from Coach Ratu. And Church just fouling that one off. Count of 2 and 2. And another hit straight up the middle there by Church. That'll score Henderson. And pick up the single there by Church. So it runners on 1 and 3 into the batter's box now for the Angels. We've got number 25, Narissa Dysart. And a nice pitch on the inside there by McDowell for 1 strike. Gets a hold of that one and sends it foul out to left field, but tracked out there by third baseman and left fielder. Almost got to it. Would have been a tough throw to make to get the out at home if third baseman had got that one. Be a complete turnaround. And we've got 2 strikes. And again out to left field, foul ball by Dysart. Loves that inside pitch. Count remains 2 strikes. A little more patient on that inside one. Getting a little bit off the plate. We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes. And ball on the outside. 2 and 2. He gets a hold of this one and it's going out foul. Tracked there by first baseman and catcher. Still not quite being able to get to it. A lot of spin on that ball. Didn't quite go high enough for them to get time to get under it. So count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And on the swing, on the inside of the plate there, McDowell gets the first out at the plate. And that brings into the batter's box now for PCU Angels, number 8, Caitlin Davidson. And a hard hit down towards Coach Ratu, just about gets his ankles. Real aggressive batter in the batter's box, Davidson. Doesn't like letting much go past. Loves to hit the ball. So runners on 1 and 3, 1 down, 1 strike. Just fouling that one off. On a check swing, collected the bat, and 2 strikes. And on hit pitch, Davidson makes her way down to first base. We've got loaded bases. 1 down. And in the batter's box now for the PCU Angels, we've got first baseman, number 20, Lily Simcock. And gets hold of this. It's got a lot of spin on it. It's gone up high and just coming out of the glove. A bit of confusion there. That'll score Matuatini. Didn't look pretty, but it was effective. Timeout called by Coach McDowell. Okay, infield fly was called, and on that we have an out, but the runner does score because you run at your own risk, and no catch was taken. Got 2 down. So 2 down. We got runners on 2 and 3. And ball on the outside. In the batter's box here we've got Sammy Fawcett K. And ball down low. Three balls. And Fawcett K picks up the base on balls, which loads our bases up again with 2 down. And into the batters box now for the PCU Angels, number 1, shortstop, Stella Jorgensen. And a nice lead strike there by McDowell. One and one. And going with it on the outside. Nice pick up there by first baseman Rome Collins Cross to take that third out. And as we head into the top of the 4th innings, the PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 5 runs to 1. Leading off here for the Kaiapoi Queens, we've got third baseman Layla McDowell. Had some strong at bats, McDowell. Hitting the ball really hard. That first at bat with all the fouls. Just getting away from Mackley, bouncing down, stop nicely there by catcher. We've got 2 balls, 1 strike. And a nice hold there by McDowell on the inside. And McDowell picks up the base on balls. We got runners on 1. Into the batter's box now, number 12, Oriana O'Connell. Strong hitter of the ball. Good person to have in the spot for the Kaiapoi Queens. That one just getting away. on the bounce allows McDowell over to second base. 1 ball. That one just getting away out again allows McDowell around to third base. 2 balls. And a hard hit ball down to shortstop. Jorgensen makes the play at 1. And on the slide in under the tag there by McDowell. Nice base running there to score for her team. And into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. We've got number 15, shortstop, Tegan Maxted. That'd have to be one of the funniest calls I've heard from Coach McDowell there, telling Tegan to get excited. Anyone that knows Tegan, she doesn't show much expression. Bit of a poker face. One just hidden into the dirt and getting away from catcher. 3 balls, 1 strike. Timeout called. PCU just giving pitcher Mackley a little bit of a chance to have a break. A regroup in the middle. Rightfully so, Mackley is a little bit tired, having pitched the first game also. And we're in the top of the 4th innings here of her second game pitching. I like the look of the camera there. I'll get to that to fix that up in a second. Now we've got full count on batter. A nice job there by Mackley to regroup and come back with the K. That brings into the batter's box now number 23, Boo Quinn. Quinn, strong hitter of the ball. Just bounces this one over to third baseman Matuatini, who gets the out at 1. And I'll take her team in to have a hit as we head into the bottom of the 4th innings. PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 5 runs to 2. And leading off the PCU Angels, number 2, right fielder, Kaiapoi. Just looking to go short. Take the ball up one with her, and it just coming off the top of the bat. Rolling over the bat. Got strike one. And Ratu goes with that pitch down to second baseman Sophie Johns to make the out at 1. And that'll bring into the batter's box now for the Angels, number 26, Manaia Makari. Makari gets a hold of that one, sends it foul down third baseline. So third at bat in the game. Hit to left field and a walk. And goes off that one on the outside, but sends it foul just off that first base line. Got 2 strikes. And ball on the inside, takes account to 1 and 2. Now on the outside again, down to second baseman Sophie Johns to take the out again at first for 2 outs. And that brings into the batter's box now. Third baseman, number 12, Tessa Matuatini. And just fouling that one off. One ball, 1 strike. One ball on the outside. They go to pitch for the last 2 batters on the outside. It's one of Matuatini's favourites. So not throwing it quite the same. That one going on the inside on the dirt. Well, 3 balls, 1 strike. And again, same pitch, same place. Second baseman, Sophie Johns, over to 1, and the third out. Doing a great job there, McDowell and Thomas on those pitches on the outside low to get that hit over to second base and get those outs. So we're heading into the top of the 5th innings here with this matchup between the PCU Angels and Kaiapoi Queens. PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 5 runs to 2. Leading off for the Kaiapoi Queens in the top of the 5th innings, we've got CK, Caitlin Kennett. And Kennett sends it over the shortstop's head into the gap. Bit of no man's land there for a single. A nice start there for the Queens. That brings into the batter's box now, number 13, first baseman, Rome Collins-Cross. Doesn't go short. Ball called. We got 1 ball, 1 strike. And this time putting the bunt down. Spins nicely there to hold. Out taken at first base by Markari and Church, but advances the runner over to second base. Caitlin Kennett over there and into the batter's box now for the Queens. We've got Mackenzie Bailey McDowell. We've got DR coming on for Kennett. Just a youngster. Apologies, I don't have her last name. It's just from memory from the under 15 tournament. Her first name is Jess. So great to see some of these young players getting into these premier games. Now on the inside pitch, McDowell takes a big swing for a foul ball. A count of 1-1. All of a sudden starts to cloud over here at Mizuno Ballpark, feeling a little bit like it's going to rain. Yeah, nice pitch on the inside there by Mackley. Get the called strike. We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and two. And gets a hold of that ball, straight on the middle of it. Nice hit there by McDowell. Went through the legs of runner on second base. I don't know if you could do that again if you even tried. So we've got runner on 1 and 3 into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. We've got number 7, Lauren Sutherland. Ball on the outside. Like, runner will be going down to 2 on this pitch. Two balls. A nice hold there by Sutherland. Take it out to 3 balls. Nice patient batting in the batter's box there by Sutherland. When your team's down like this and you got runners on, it can be hard to hold off trying to swing at them. She's doing a really good job in there. A nice comeback pitch there by Mackley. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that one just getting away from catcher Marketing. And a nice play there at home plate. Youngster did good to go in hard on that slide, and Marketing to get that play off the net and recover from it. So we've got runners on 1 and 2 with 2 out. Could have been a different story if that hadn't hit the net hard and come back. Allowed a little bit of extra time for Marketing to get herself over to make the play. And in the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens, we've got Lindsay Thomas. Dangerous person off the bat. A nice patient batting in there by Thomas. 2 balls. Mackley won't want to put it anywhere near that plate to allow Thomas to have a good hack at it. So smart pitching and smart hitting.
He's got a pitch for you. Here we go now.
And a beautiful swing. No contact on that one, but we've got 3 balls, 1 strike.
Wait for yours. Here we go now. It's got to be good.
That one is going to be over into the gap. The play was made at second base to try and get Thomas out there, and she is in safe. She picks up the RBI also, so clawing back a run for her team and picking up the double for her. And we've got 2 down, and in the batter's box for the Kaiapoi Queens, we've got number 11, Layla McDowell, who has just been put on to load up the bases. And that brings into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens, number 12, Oriana O'Connell. It's a solid batting lineup here for the Kaiapoi Queens.
Good on, mate. Wait for your one.
Nari doing a good job in there. 2 balls. Just as before, we don't see Mackley putting it anywhere too close to that plate because she doesn't want to be getting a good hit like that. That O'Connell picks up 2 RBIs for a trouble. That was a beautiful hit into the gap over shortstop into left field. Bit of no man's land. And that'll even up our scores here in the top of the 5th innings. We've got runners on 1 and 2. And into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. We've got Tegan Maxted. And strike on swing. Oh, 101.
That's it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here we go. Here we go, better. Do your job now.
And hitting that one into her foot for a dead ball. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And hard contact down to shortstop Jorgensen, who takes the force out at second with Church and get the third out. Not without the Kaiapoi Queens coming back at the PCU Angels. We've currently got a tied up score of 5-all as we head into the bottom of the 5th innings. So we're in the bottom of the 5th innings, into the batter's box for the PCU Angels. We've got second baseman Joe Church. Going up in the handles for a dead ball down to the foot. Got 1-1. And nice pitch down low on the inside there by McDowell. Takes the count out to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, nice patient batting in here by Joe Church. We've got a full count. And Church makes the way down to first base on balls. That brings into the batter's box now for the Angels, Nissi Dysart. And Dysart puts the bunt down, goes straight to pitcher McDowell, who makes a play at 1, but does a good job on that sack bunt to advance Church over to 2. And that brings into the batter's box now for the Angels, number 8, Caitlin Davidson. And we have our runner on, Caitlin Henderson, over at second base for Church. And gets that one up on the handles, which is taken nicely there by Thomas to get the second out. And bring into the batter's box now first baseman Lily Simcott. Ball on the outside of the plate. Nice aggressive lead off there by Henderson over at second base. And this one's hard hit down the middle for Simcott, and Henderson comes in, slides in to home plate. Nice play there. Nice arm there by Sutherland to get that ball in. So we have runner on 1, 2 down. And into the batter's box now for the Angels. We have Sammy Fawcett-Kay. A strike bomb. And fouls that one off to left field. 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. And out taken at the plate to get the third out and take us into the top of the 6th innings here between the Kaiapoi Queens and the PCU Angels. The PCU Angels currently leading the Queens 6 runs to 5. We've had a defensive change here for the PCU Angels with youngster number 15, Madison Parsons, coming into the pitching mound for Mackley. Parsons just being named in the developing Sox squad yesterday also for the 2nd year in a row. Certainly a huge step up for a youngster to be going from pitching at under 15s to be pitching at premier level, but she certainly does a good job of it. And into the batter's box for the Kaiapoi Queens, we've got left fielder Buquin. That one just getting away from Parsons. Good time for it to happen. No runners on. 1 ball. And popping this one up, being chased hard there by Marketing, but just going over the net. It takes our count 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball on the outside. We've got 3 balls, 1 strike. And a nice pitch. Nicely played there by Matuatini. Take the out at 1. And into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens, number 10, CK, Caitlin Kennett. Kennett hitting one to left field at her last at bat. And a big hit out to centre field, taken nicely there by centre field, a force at K to get the second out. Nice contact on that ball by Kennett. And into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens, we've got number 13, Rome Collins-Cross. And Collins-Cross gets a hold of that one, sends it high and tracked nicely there by the shortstop, Stella Jorgensen, to get the third out. Kind of looked like it was going to go a little further than it did, that one. Possibly holding up in the wind. Can't really tell which way the wind's going from where I'm sitting, but maybe not. And we're heading into the bottom of the 6th innings with the PCU Angels currently leading the Kaiapoi Queens 6 runs to 5.
I'm going your way tomorrow, Palmer and Monday.
Very nice.
Going up to Oxford. Pick up 2 patients. One's going around the room and one's going to town.
Leading off for the PCU Angels, we've got shortstop Stella Jorgensen. And straight at that first pitch, sitting it foul into the net, out to 1 strike.
Fortunate. Oh, got a mojo. Very
2 strikes. And gets a hold of that one down third base. Picked up nicely there by McDowell to make the out over to first. For the first out there. And into the batter's box now for PCU Angels. Number 2, Kaiapoi.
Through down, Queens, here we go.
Come on, Kyle. What you do.
One. And that ball just had a lot of spin on it, and attempt to catch there by Sophie Johns, not quite being able to, trying to recover on the pick up and make the tag, but just not quite being able to pull it off. Good attempt though. Ratu's over at first and into the batter's box now for the Angels. Number 26, catcher, Manai Markeri. And hit pitch into the foot of Markeri, makes her way down to first base. Ratu over to second and into the batter's box now for the Angels. We've got number 12, Tessa Matuatini. And timeout called for DR for Manaya over at 1. Only one down, so no temporary runner, but having the luxury of having a DR there. And Matuatini hits a gap in right centre field. She will score Ratu, and Henderson just holding up at third base here. Stand-up double there for Matuatini. 1 RBI. She's having a great day with the bat today. I'd say we've got a pinch runner coming in here for Matuatini with Lexi Hay heading over to 2 and Coach Ratu making the change with the umpire. And into the batter's box for the Angels we have number 5, Joe Church.
Right back, Queens, here we go now. Get on it. Come on.
And putting the bunt down, a beautiful bunt there, picked up nicely, and a beautiful play at home plate. Collins Cross made up a lot of ground there to pick up that ball. Coach Ratu's just questioning the call on the drop of the ball there at the plate. And he'll go to his base umpire to confirm that call. So we've got 2 down, runners on 2 and 3. In a batter's box here for the Angels, we've got Missy Dysart. She's got one ball. Nice catching in there by Thomas, blocking those ones. She's got 2 balls. And Dysart picks up the base on balls, loads up the bases here for the Angels with 2 down. And into the batter's box now for the Angels, number 8, Caitlin Davidson. Ball low inside. Yeah, that one on the handles. It's going to go foul. The count of 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike.
Finding cleans, here we go.
And that one again on the handles. Off foul. We've got a count of 2-2. And has a hack at that high pitch. Sends it off foul. Count remains 2-2. And she gets a hold of that one. It's into the gap over the shortstop's head. She will pick up 2 RBIs for her trouble. And there was a play back at second base then, unsuccessful. These girls are really putting their bodies on the line here. You got runner on 1 and 2. With 2 down. And in the batter's box now for the Angels, we've got Lily Simcock. And a hard hit foul down first baseline there by Simcock. Loving those inside pitches. And goes for that high pitch, sends it off foul. We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes. And takes it. That one along the ground, fielded really nicely there by McDowell. She had to have a good reach over there to get that one and to get the third out. Not without having done some damage in that innings there by the Angels. We've got a score of 9 runs to 5. We're heading into the top of the 7th innings here, this battle between the Queens and Angels. And we've got a re-entry of Tessima Tuatini back into third base. Leading off the Queens, we have pitcher number 1, Kenzie Bailey McDowell.
Here we go. Got up those bags. Here we go now.
Two balls. And Bailey McDowell sends that one just wide of the foul ball line out right field. Oh, and a beautiful diving play there by Joe Church at second base to take that out on the fly. That was an outstanding catch. That'll bring into the batter's box here for the Kaiapoi Queens, number 7, Lauren Sutherland. Two balls. Nice comeback pitch there by Parsons. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Sutherland, nice and patient in the batter's box, picks up the base on balls. So we've got runner on one down, and into the batter's box now for the Queens. We have Lindsay Thomas.
It's changed again.
One strike. And a nice play there by shortstop Jorgensen to take a beautiful catch there on that hard hit ball. Attempt to play at first base for the tag up on the runner, but they're just going slightly wayward. And into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. We've got number 11, Layla McDowell. And McDowell being nice and patient. 2 balls. Nicely caught there by Markery. But 3 balls. And McDowell doing a good job picking up the base on balls. It'll advance Sutherland round to 2. So we've got runners on 1 and 2. And into the batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. Ori O'Connell. And a hard hit ball there by O'Connell. A beautiful hit. It's going to go to the fence. She is going to score Sutherland. She's going to score McDowell and sliding on into third base herself. That was a beautiful 3-bagger there for Oriana O'Connell. That was an outstanding hit. Bring her team back into this game here with 2 outs. And into batter's box now for the Kaiapoi Queens. We've got Tegan Maxted. And a beautiful hit into the gap of centre right field. Pick up the RBI and a single there for Maxted. And we've got 1 run in this game now. 2 down, and into the batter's box now we have Boo Quinn.
What's that? I fucked up the score. 9-7.
And Quinn sends this one out to right field, taken out there by Kaiapoi, which will end the game here. The PCU Angels victors over the Kaiapoi Queens 9 runs to 8 in the top of the 7th innings. Thanks for joining us here, and special thank you to Kerry Marketing for helping out with the scoreboard next to me here. Makes my job a lot easier doing the commentary. Thanks for joining us.